iyam visrushtiryata ababhuva yadiva dadhe yadivana yo asya jakshaha parame vyomanso angam veda yadivana veda. What is a ritual? Let's ponder the essence of a ritual itself. Join me as I recite the thunderous verses from the Rig Veda, Mandala 10, Sukta 22, where Indra is invoked to send showers in the monsoon season through his thunderbolt as the earth merrily revolves around the sun. This is going to be loud as it is meant to be, so consider yourself forewarned. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Kuha shruta indra kasmin nadya jane mitro na shruyate Rushina vayakshaye guhava charkrushe gira Iha shruta indro asme adyasve vajayushishamaha mitro na yojaneshva yashas chakre asamya maho yaspati shavaso asamya maho nrumnasya tutujihi Bharta vajasya drushnoho pita putramiva priyam Yujano ashva vatasya dhuni devo devasya vajrivaha Syanta patha virukmata sujanaha stoshadvanaha Tvamtya chidvatasya ashvaga rudratmana vahatyai Yayor devo namartyo yanta nakirvidayaha adhagmantoshana pruchate vam kadadhana graham ajagmathu parakad vivasyak bhasyamatayam anaindra prukshase asmakam brahmodyatam tatva yachamahe vaha shushnam yadhannamanusam akarmadasyrabhino amanturanyavrato amanushaha Tvam tasya mitrahan vadha dasasya dambhaya Tvam na indra shura shurairuta totaso barhana Purutra tevi purtayo navanta kshonayo yatha Tvam tan vrutrahatyo chodayo nunkarpane suravajrivaha Guhayadi kavinam visam nakshatra sabasam Makshutata indradana apnasa akshane suravajrivaha yadha sushnasya dambhayo jatam vishvam sayavabhi ma kundhya indra shura vasmi rasme bhuvan abhishtayaha vayam vayantasam sumne syamavajrivaha asme tata indra santu satya himsantihi upasprishaha Vidyamayasam bhujo dhenunam navajrivaha ahasta yadapadi vardhatakshaha shachibhirvedyanam sushnam paripradakshинит vishwayave nisishnataha piba pibet indrasurasomam marishanyo vasavan vasussan utatrayasvagrunato maghono mahascharayo revataskrudinaha. Let me give some context for these verses and the meaning of these verses. Who is Indra, god of thunder and rain? He symbolizes the onset of monsoons and the defeat of drought. Who is Ritra? Represents drought and obstruction. Who is Sushna? Represents the heat or energy of the sun, representing the oppressive conditions before the monsoon. So what do the verses say? Where hasn't been Indra not talked about? That friend, benefactor, is indeed praised by everyone, including the sages. Indra, the one with the thunderbolt, come to our presence as we invoke you through hymns. Your reputation will be enhanced without parallel. Bearer of thunderbolt, with immense power and strength, unequaled in might, bold and courageous like a protector and provider, you are much like a father. Harnessing the horses of the roaring wind god, O thunderbolt wielder, the charioteer, set forth on the splendid path as we sing the hymns. You indeed, with the horses of the wind, straight and swift, be the divine guide, carrying your spirit in ways that mortals cannot fully comprehend. Filled with eagerness, may we ask the exact purpose of your visit from the divine realm to our homes in the mortal realm. Come to us, Indra, listen to our hymns, provide us protection to overcome the obstacles and adversities from the hard conditions. You, the destroyer of foes, defeat the unrighteous deeds of ignorant foes who follow the rites that are unworthy of humans. You, Indra, the hero among the heroes, is praised for your strength in various lands by various peoples. You, the wielder of the thunderbolt, gather your strength in the slaying of the drought, Vritra. Seers and poets say you have the hidden strength and the power of the stars. O wielder of the thunderbolt, quickly gather your strength and bestow those gifts you have to subdue the heat and ensure the nourishment and well-being of all. O Indra, do not let our enemies prevail, and may your riches become blessings to us. O wielder of the thunderbolt, may you bestow your blessings upon us non-violently, gently, like the shoulders of the cows. The earth, without hands and without feet, revolves around the essential source of heat, providing nourishment for all. The last verse goes, Indra, drink and drink again, the Soma, so you remain immortal. Bring us your bountiful riches and make us prosperous. I translated these verses. Now mind you, I liberally use ChatGPT, but because I can understand the context, I know if these words are correctly translated or not. Then, out of curiosity, I checked Ralph T.H. Griffith's translation from the late 1800s. Griffith's translation is widely available, and many people read this translation and think that they are getting the essence of Rig Veda. So, let's just examine his translation of these same verses against what I have done. Let's start by looking at this table. On the left, you see the original verses from the Rig Veda, Mandala 10, Sukta 22. The middle column contains my translations, and the right column shows Griffith's translations. Now let's compare a few selected verses and see how these translations differ. Verse 10.22.1 Kuha Shruta Indraha Kasmin Nadya Jane Mitronna Shruyate Rushinam Vayakshaye Guhava Charkrushe Gira. My translation has it as, where hasn't been Indra not talked about? That friend, benefactor, is indeed praised by everyone, including the sages. What was Griffith's translation? Where is famed Indra heard of? With what folk is he renowned today as Mitra is? Who in the home of rishis and in secret is extolled with song? The important words here are Indra. Indra is the thunderbolt bearer, the king of gods. Mitra, Mitro in the verse means friend, benefactor. Rushinam, of the sages. In my translation, I emphasize Indra as a widely praised benefactor, a friend to all, including sages. This interpretation aligns well with the spirit of the verse, portraying Indra as a universally revered figure. However, Griffith's translation mentions Mitra, which is misleading. In the original text, Mitra simply means friend. Misinterpreting Mitra as a proper noun distorts the meaning and creates confusion. What has Mitra got to do with Indra? This is a prime example of how ignorance or a lack of cultural understanding can lead to mistranslations. Griffith and others like him often relied on rudimentary dictionaries and limited consultations with Brahmins, leading to translations that, while technically accurate, miss the deeper context and cultural significance. Let's go to verse 10.22.13. Asme tata indra santu satya himsanti upasprushah vidyamayasam bhujo dhenunam navajrivaha. O wielder of the thunderbolt, may you bestow your blessings upon us non-violently like the shoulders of the cows. Griffith's translation says, may those soft impulses of thine means you, O Indra, may those soft impulses of you, O Indra, be fruitful and innocent to us. May we know these whose treasures are like those of Milchkine. Milchkine means cows. Thunderer. Important words here are Vajrivaha means wielder of the thunderbolt. Dhenunam means of the cows. Santu, may they be. Here my translation captures the gentle and protective nature of you want a gentle and protective nature of Indra's blessings, comparing the blessings to be as gentle as the non-violent shoulders of cows. This analogy is deeply rooted in the cultural context of Hinduism, where cows are revered. Griffith's translation, while not entirely incorrect, misses this specific cultural nuance, opting for a more generic and less impactful wording. Such mistranslations dilute the richness of the original text and fail to convey the cultural reverence embedded in these verses. Okay, this is not the biggest offense. The coming verses show how badly these were translated. 10.22.14 Ahasta yadapadi vardhata kshaha shachibhir vedyanam sushnam pari pradakshinit vishvayave nisishnathaha. My translation goes the earth kshaha, without hands, ahasta, without feet, apadi, revolves, pradakshinit, around, pari, the essential, vedyanam, source, sechibhihi, of heat, sushnam, providing nourishment, nisishnathaha, for all, vishvayave. What does Griffith's translation say? That earth, through power of knowing things that may be known, handless and footless, yet might thrive. Thou slewest, turning to the right for every living man. What are the important words here? Pradakshinit, revolves, circumambulation, ahasta, without hands, apadi, without feet. Here's what the translation nuance has become particularly significant. Most people in Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma even do not read or attempt to understand our scriptures. Many of the things we learn are through osmosis. There is no structured learning, just being there, absorbing things and hearing about things. Let me give you a word from the verses. Pradakshina. Most Indian people or from the Indian civilization know what it is. In the north, it is also known as parikrama. Pradakshina means a revolution. Essentially, you are going around something with your right side facing the idol or the power center. Those ancient sages knew about the earth being a sphere that doesn't have hands or legs and that it revolves around the sun as far back as in 3000 or 4000 BCE. Even if you disregard the dates, it is at least safely 2000 years before Copernicus or Galileo. We have to duly give importance to those folks, those scientists as well, because they were able to see through telescope, they were able to see the planetary objects. But have you ever seen an Indian marriage ceremony where the couple revolves around a sacred fire, or noticed people making revolutions around a temple? What's the concept? Well, it is similar to planetary motions around energy centers. A temple is an energy center, a fire is an energy center. You are invoking the natural order of things to allow for order in one's life as well. Sometimes you will see rotations and revolutions in temples. There are so many rituals in Hinduism that mimic nature. Griffith's translation, as you can see, lacks coherence and it misses the entirely profound scientific insight embedded in the verse. Let's take verse 10.22.15. Piba pibet indra sura somam marishanyo vasavan vasuh san utatrayasva grunato maghono mahascharayo revatas krudhinaha. Drink and drink again, Indra, the soma, so you remain immortal. Bring us your bountiful riches and make us prosperous. Griffith's translation is, drink, drink the soma, hero Indra, be not withheld as thou art good. You are good. O treasure giver, preserve the singers and our liberal princes and make us wealthy with abundant riches. Important words here are piba. Piba, piba means drink, drink. Somam. Soma is one of the drinks that makes one immortal. Vasu, wealth. Trayasva, protect. In my translation, Indra drinks soma to maintain. We are asking Indra, the sages are asking the Indra to drink soma to maintain his immortality and bestow wealth and prosperity for everyone, and especially for those who are singing his praises. Griffith's translation, however, introduces elements like preserve the singers, liberal princes. They are not even present in the original text. So, these additions distorts the intended meaning and creates a very incoherent interpretation. As you can see from the table and these examples, the translations by Griffith often lack the depth and context needed to fully appreciate the meaning of these ancient verses. It seems that Griffith, or for that matter another person, H. Wilson, found some Brahmins, made a dictionary and started translating in a way that rendered even meaningful verses incoherent. Understanding and interpreting these scriptures demand not just linguistic knowledge, but a deep immersion in the cultural and the spiritual context from which they arose. It is crucial to approach these texts with the respect and depth they deserve.